Coming up, we really try and like Fallout New Vegas. We really try and understand what Homefront is all about. Lego Universe? Really? Yup. Well, hey. If awards are anything to go by, for many, Fallout 3 was 2008's Game of the Year. Impressively, it sold nearly 5 million copies in its first week of release. To be honest, we weren't amongst its biggest fans. Maybe we didn't give it enough time, but for us, it just failed to ignite. So when Fallout New Vegas dropped into Playr HQ, there were mixed emotions. Did we miss something last time? Would this one pass us by too?
So now's not a good time.
So, 2 solid days were put aside. We even read the press blurb.
Okay, Adler, I'll ask.
New characters and a brand new story set in Vegas. Epic open world gameplay. Good, we like open world games. What else were we promised? An updated combat system and new weapons. All sounds great. We strapped into our radiation suits and headed in. This is post-apocalyptic America. The year is 2281, 3 years after Fallout 3. The precise location? Vegas and the Mojave Desert, now known as the Wasteland. Having survived the Great War largely intact, with very few mutations occurring, the casino capital is now heavily fortified. Outside bad, inside, ooh, extravagance, gambling and sin. Just like Mum's house then. Who you? A humble courier, tasked with delivering a single casino chip. But it's a drop you were never destined to make.
From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
You're awake.
Miraculously, you survive and the story becomes one of revenge. Who were the men that attacked you, especially that ruffian in the check suit? It's also time to get your delivery back, make that final drop-off and hit the strip. Yeah, baby! So, where do we start? By probing the bizarre characters we meet on this epic journey.
Come and get it, you big dumb. Hey, you're not one of those things out there. Who the hell are you?
You've been out cold a couple of days now.
Waking up in the doctor's surgery is a surprise for you, and will be a surprise for your killers once you've located their whereabouts. But first things first, Doc has had to do some cosmetic work on you, so you get to choose a new identity. Your answers and a few psychological tests set your basic character attributes. As you level up, you'll beef up these attributes, shock, and assign new skills to shape your character. Oh, never! This RPG level up stuff occurs to some extent in just about every game now. Here it's a key part of the gameplay. Some may find it overwhelming, but it does mean your character will be unique. So the world is a large open one, in which you must piece together what has happened to you. All will become apparent with a lot of time and a lot of searching this seemingly endless wasteland.
Now,
You start in a small friendly town, meet the locals and gain basic skills, like combat techniques.
that's the right idea.
Weapons are plentiful, but most you find are damaged. Maintaining and upgrading is essential. You won't have the skills to do this properly initially, so you'll need to repeatedly swap like-for-like weapons, keeping the less damaged essential but laborious. Moving on to combat, The VAT's targeting system returns with some enhancements like special attacks and iron sights. But basically, it works the same. Freeze time, select a specific body part, and fire. The kill animations are fun and make what is really a substandard combat system mildly bearable. Shooting without the aid of VATs is frankly more miss than hit. And damaged weaponry doesn't always have the desired effect. Your Pip-Boy, think post-apocalyptic iPad is also back and stores maps and inventory details. As with everything in the world, it's cobbled together, but does give you endless lists of stats which needed a bit of getting used to.
Yeah! Who won the lottery? I did! Smell it?
You get missions and information by talking with locals and following new map points. Complicating things further is the diverse population. It's split into numerous factions and sub-factions, some friendly, most not. Finding out who's who and who you can trust, if anybody, is time-consuming. Vegas is not pick-up-and-play fun. To get on in this world demands some serious effort. And until you've leveled up a bit and found some decent weaponry, hell, it's a world in which you will die. A lot. There were lots of little things that annoyed us about Fallout New Vegas. Really? Yeah, here's our top 10 factor. At 10. The entrance to the town of Prim, which we need to visit a lot, is well guarded. Oops, hard to spot proximity mines in this area. Clear them and on my way. But no matter how many times I cleared them, they kept coming back. Verdict, mild annoyance. At 9.
Extricating myself at the moment.
Hey buddy, I have to open that door before you exit the building. Or maybe not. Yet by passing through doors, characters can appear suddenly behind you and pop a cap in your ass. Verdict, doors are made to open. At 8. Clothing malfunctions. Because factions define themselves through their clothes, you gotta change what you're wearing repeatedly to fit in. But forget to change or get it just a little wrong, and even friendly folk will kill you without warning. If I cared about clothes so much, I'd become a stylist. At 7. You walk really, really slowly. Oh, hold on a minute, I'm actually running. This is as fast as it gets. Verdict, I'll be with you in an hour or 2. At 6. Levels are vast, a good thing, right? Until you realise your destination is miles away. Better pick up the pace. Oh yeah, no transport, just my fast run technique. Verdict, you will eventually be able to fast travel across the map, but until then... At 5, just because it's a post-apocalyptic wasteland doesn't mean folk is stupid. So why do they just keep walking into things? And why do I keep getting stuck on things? Verdict, more bugs than a Thai prison cell. At 4, oops, I died. Good job the game autosaves my progress each time I enter a building, in this instance putting me straight in front of that firing line again. And again. And again. Verdict, groundhog bullet. At 3, apparently the combat system has been updated this time around. Well, if that's the case, it must have been shockingly bad last time. It's fiddly and really inaccurate in close combat. Verdict, use the slow VAT system or die. At 2. Low on ammo, low on health, must cross the valley. Gang, kill me if I go this way. Try a different route to avoid conflict. But giant scorpions gets me. What if I take a massive diversion and sneak in the... Nope, another giant monster. Oh, I give up. Face facts. The game wants me to fight something big at this point. Verdict, open world, my arse. And at 1, the Russian doll mission structure.
You need my help. There's something I need too.
Sniper Dude will answer my question if I just do one thing for him first. Clear out some ghouls. Okay. But to do that, I'll need to first help this guy.
Will you drive away the demons, Wanderer?
Before I can do that, I'll need to help this fella.
Yes, Antler says we leave here as soon as we get stealth boys.
Except that wouldn't last a minute out there.
And to do that,
You,
I've got
on
to
the
help
other hand,
this bloke.
seem pretty resourceful. Find my friend, and I'll get out of your way.
2 hours on, I'm still no closer to doing what the initial Sniper Dude asked of me. Verdict, bye!
The torpedo that sunk the Chunun and took the lives of 46 South Korean sailors was fired by a North Korean submarine.
North Korea's weapons program continues to intensify. Now surpassed 1,000 missiles. Appeared at the UN to call for severe sanctions against North Korea.
This shooter from the guys who gave us 2008's underrated Frontlines Fuel of War will have a meaty competitive online mode. We got the multiplayer gen from one of its lead designers.
Homefront is all about large-scale warfare. One of our goals is to be super fast-paced and super large-scale. So what's large-scale to us is infantry fighting vehicles, fighting aircraft, with airstrikes and drones, all in the same world, 32 players on a large map, on dedicated servers, with top-notch performance. It's that type of epic experience with all the different tools and toys of warfare that players really get a super intense experience.
One of the game's key innovations is the battle point system.
Battle points is a really interesting system that we've kind of added to this genre. Basically, when you do things that help your team, you earn battle points. So if you kill enemies, if you capture objectives, you defend those objectives, you earn battle points. And battle points are the gateway to all of the cool toys that are in Homefront. You can go ahead and use the D-pad while you're running around as infantry, and you can purchase missile launchers, airstrikes, ground drones, whatever, for battle points. Also, when you're spawning, you can either elect to spawn as infantry, or if you have enough battle points, you can purchase a vehicle to spawn in. So our vehicles aren't kind of all littering the map or anywhere, and players aren't just sitting there, poaching them, waiting for just to jump in there before somebody else jumps in there. You have to earn vehicles in Homefront. You have to perform and you have to do things that help your team win. And by doing that, you can then buy a vehicle. And now all of a sudden, you've got a real stake in this vehicle. It has real meaning to you, real value. And you can go forward, press the other team, and kind of help support your team win the game.
Still to come, our verdict on Fallout New Vegas. And is LEGO Universe an endless social experience or utter tosh?